Hello everyone, this is Sgt 7 and I am trying to make this video to explain what happened to Sgt Taylor after Lego Starship Troopers 2, what was supposed to happen. But what happened was I recorded everything. Well, not everything, but I recorded most of the scenes except the final battle scene. I edited them together, had Ben come over and do his voiceover, did some sound effects and special effects, but then I ended up going to college, and when that happened, I got so busy I couldn't do it anymore, and my computer was updated with so much new software that my special effects programs were no longer compatible, and that put the entire project on halt. And so I was holding on to all the files, hoping that one day there would be a mod somewhere that would allow me to uh, use my old editing software, which never really happened. But now I'm trying to use Shotcut to show what should have happened, but by just so I can provide some closure to you guys, because you guys have been fans of my work for over a decade now, even though I haven't done anything. But I want to thank you guys for supporting my work even after I stopped doing it. So what I'm going to do is try and play through. What I have here are files that have been salvaged from my old computers, so some of them are a little corrupted, but I'm going to try and show you what it was supposed to be like. So here's the opening of what was supposed to be Lego Sword Fight 2 Dimensional Duel. The opening was supposed to be like Rooster Teeth's Robot Chicken.
Yep.
Not Robot Chicken, Red versus Blue.
We're guarding the area until the idiot is done with his business.
So that's Ben's voice right there.
So, the idiot is here. Better see what he's up to.
And to see what he brought that crystal for.
I recorded that audio a year after
Ready, Ryu.
Ben's. But yeah, what you're looking at is pictures and videos that were, and voices that were done over 10 years ago. And this scene right here was supposed to be done, you know how I like to sync music to my videos? Well, this was supposed to be done to the song Everything Is Alright by Motion City. And those two stormtroopers were supposed to do like the opening lyrics, which is tell me that you're alright, everything is alright. And a little special effects there for the opening. And the video ends up getting corrupted about here. Yep. So, gonna go to the other one right here. This one doesn't have the voiceovers, but let's get to that part again. A little lower quality. But this is what happens when you use the camera and editing software from over 10 years ago. As you can see, the frames per second were a little faster, and that's because I was trying to play these frames faster so that they could sync up with the music. And that was supposed to be another thing with the lyrics right there. Lyric sync up. And here's another special effects testing. Alright. Next part 2, which should be this one. I'm sorry if the audio is a little loud, so just a fair warning for you who use headphones.
This is seriously getting too easy. You'd think they'd be more highly trained by now.
You know, the song used to go a lot longer.
Well, yeah, I know, but sometimes you can't use the whole song due to time and money.
Well, if you're done, grab your hood and let's go.
I'm right behind you.
Okay, the song he's referring to is the song that was used in the opening, Everything Is Alright. And the thing is, I couldn't use the whole song because I couldn't, like, make enough of a scene to sync up with it. And as years went by, I had trouble thinking about what I was going to do with this video because copyrights got more aggressive as the years went by and people were getting strikes, which is why I originally re-uploaded the Lego Ghostbusters video but not publicly. But they still copyrighted it, but they allowed me to keep the music in it, so I made it public again so everyone can see it in all its glory. So let's go to part 3. This is where we run into the idiot who, if you don't remember, the idiot in the original Lego sword fight was the guy who hit himself in the head with a spear. So there he is with one of the crystals. So the plan is to use the crystal to open up the gateway and reach across into another dimension to pull the crystals that they sent there thousands of years ago back into this world and use them to revive Clan Lord. There's Clan Lord's body as a chief skeleton. So here he's gonna start opening up the door, and hopefully this is the okay, yep, this is the one I edited. So the door opens up, creating the white light. And then what you thought was the proton stream was actually an energy beam coming directly from the gem itself, pulling the other gems. And then the idiot realizes that there's only 2. Where's the third one? And that's where Taylor comes in, holding on to the crystal. And here we have the janitor going like, nah, come on, why didn't you tell me we were making another Lego sword fight movie? And out of nowhere, we have Taylor incoming. He gets up, apologizes to the janitor, and the idiot grabs the crystal, and he says Taylor demands it back, and of course, the idiot gives it back to him in an energy blast, which shorts out his armor. Which is, as you see, he's wearing my clothes from the Lego Ghostbusters video, which I wanted to make like civilian clothing for him. So when I first made this video, this was after playing the Mega Man games on the DS, Mega Man ZX and ZX Advent. And the idea is he was supposed to be holding a biometal. So that was the original idea. So now let's get into part 5, which is mostly just talking. And the idiot, this one I didn't edit, but the idiot's just supposed to like take the crystal, phase out, and take Clan Lord's body with him. And then the surrounded by stormtroopers.
You will comply.
And I started editing this video when my software became outdated,
Crap!
so no lasers there.
Whoa!
What? Weapons free. Take him down.
And this was supposed to be a
Shouldn't we
reference
help
to
him?
Equilibrium with Christian Bale, the gun kata scene. Nah, come on. Now I got more work to do. And now the blasters are empty, with the 2 scout troopers with swords. And here we are without a blade, but he sees one, uses the blaster to shoot it off the teammate, and catches it and stabs the scout trooper. Now part 6. This is the one that's all talking, usually. So it's supposed to be an exposition time with the janitor getting ready to clean up the bodies.
Nice fighting technique.
Yeah. And what's going on is just a discussion, exposition, and first introductions. And the ninja's name was supposed to be Ryo Hayabusa, like from Ninja Gaiden, and he was Taylor was supposed to reference that, and they were supposed to have no idea what he was talking about. And the one in blue, played by Ben, is Hayato.
Hey, how you doing?
So, with the expositions, they're asking what the crystals are for. The idea was that years ago, the gods created the crystals, but feared that the gods created the crystals, and the crystals were used to attack powerful enemies. But eventually, they had to get rid of them because they knew people would be searching for them. But kept one of the crystals just in case they needed to get the others back. So what they did
So
with
the
the others?
decision was made to send the crystals to another world, but to keep one, just in case we needed the power again. But now
Exactly.
that the idiot has them, who knows what will happen? But it's safe to assume it can't be good.
So, yeah, that was the exposition right there. So, yeah, I can't even remember all the things I recorded. I just remember when they're just. This is a callback to the original Lego sword fight.
Hey, if you had just brought the money like I told you, we could have all left peacefully.
But yeah.
But now that he's back, we can expect trouble. And
That
I'm
was
not sure
oh,
we'll
that
be
was
able to beat
exposition of
him
what
this time.
who Clanlord was. So. A lot of talking, and I can't even remember what I wrote. I didn't even write it down. It was all in my head.
Well, we have to admit, you're pretty good with a sword.
Yeah, and this is where they're asking where he learned how to use a sword before, and he says basically it's like a giant knife, just bigger, longer, and easier to stab into things or stick into things.
That's what she said.
And right there, I was supposed to use the laugh from
Nothing.
Proud Family, Pappy, because I love that laugh.
That's not like any armor we've ever seen.
And that's him taking out the biometal. So, yep. And the thing is, I wanted to record this as a video, like a full video, but the files are so corrupted I can't like make an entire video with them because they start freezing. So, and this is where Clanlord makes his return. Out of focus camera. And he was supposed to appear with like a purple or blue fire, something very intimidating, but I never got to that special effects. And now, essentially, I think the idiot's like demanding
Ugh!
he's supposed to be the leader now, and Clanlord doesn't like that, beats him up, and then burns him up in a thing of blue fire. So, yeah. Didn't edit that in either. And then summons with fire his swords. Quick little duel between the two, who are heavily outclassed now because he has the power of the crystals. But Ryu manages to kick him in the face, dropping one of the crystals. And then comes to the very final part that I edited in this entire video. Well, what the move was supposed to be. So here we have Ryu and Hayato knocked on their backs and not being able to stand up against Clanlord. Taylor in the background yells for Clanlord to look back at him and show him that he has one of the crystals. And Clanlord demands that he gives it back, but Taylor says, "No, thank you. I sort of have a special bond with this crystal because that was the one he was holding on to in Lego Starship Troopers." So, and they're saying she should just run away because he can't face him. And so, at this time, I wanted to go from Mega Merge to Henshin because I suddenly became a fan of Kamen Rider. So here's my final special effects editing for the transformation sequence. So he's absorbing the energy from the crystal into himself and putting it into his biometal. And there you see the outline of his armor. Final words where he was going to say is, "Bring it." And the idea was that he was supposed to, I think, take his sword and turn it into maybe a lightsaber. I don't know. But the final battle was up to a few things, like knocking out more of the crystals so that Ryu and Hayato could use them, and that using the crystals, Taylor and Ryu would fuse together to make a more powerful being to fight Clanlord and then defeat him. And once Clanlord was defeated, realizing that the crystals, how powerful the crystals really are, they had to be separated. So Taylor has to go back through the portal with 2 of the crystals, and Ryu and Hayato would keep 2 of them. And when Taylor would get through the other side of the portal, he was supposed to destroy it. And he didn't really want to because he just made friends with these guys. But they said, "Don't worry, life finds a way." So he gets to the other side and meets up with Jackson and some troops who came back to investigate the area of where Taylor was. And using a nuke launcher and a combination of ninjutsu, both Hayato, Ryu, and Taylor end up destroying both doors, both sides of the door, separating the dimensions so no one could grab all 4 crystals. And then we were supposed to like have a fast forward moment like months later, in which scientists have been using Taylor's crystal to study the interdimensional properties and actually managed to make a gateway themselves so that Ryu and Hayato could come through at any time to help out. So that's what Lego Sword Fight 2 was supposed to become. So I'm sorry it never got made, but hopefully this eases your minds a bit and finally puts to rest the story of what happened to Sgt. Taylor. So I really wish I could have made this, but the thing is, I still have the original photos that I took 10 years ago when I made this video, like the original pictures I took. So if I ever wanted to maybe like make a remake or something, I could do it, or a remaster. I don't know. I think the photos would be very out of focus probably, so I'd probably have to do it again. But once again, thank you for liking my work, and I hope I inspired many people to get into stop motion animation. So I'll see you next time.